Hey Capricorn, how are you doing? Let's find out. Sorry about shadows on the table. I'm trying to fix the light sources, but it is what it is. I'll keep my hands out of the shots as much as possible, except to make it interesting, right? Yay. Okay, I've got the Lenormand deck out for the first time ever. I've had it for a year. I've been absorbing all its different... I've been actually nervous about using it. I wanted to get it right. Because it's different enough and I wanted to do her justice. So I've just been, bit by bit over the year getting into it. I don't know why I feel differently about it than I don't feel the same stress over tarot, but it is what it is. There's a reason for it somewhere. But instead of using oracles, I'm going to start off with these, and then we'll get the Morgan Greers going in for... possibly for added confusion. But we have the supermoon, the strawberry supermoon, coming up on the 24th. I've been focusing on the summer solstice energy and completely forgetting about the strawberry supermoon. So let's focus on the strawberry supermoon, since today was summer solstice. So we're carrying the energy of the solstice, but focusing on what is coming through for you, this reading is time sensitive. It might be helpful later on in life if you come back. If anybody comes across this later, it's going to be specific to what was happening at this time in your life. It's not going to be evergreen. It's not going to be timeless. Okay. Wow, a decaying situation. These are mice. Gnawing away on stuff, thriving. Now something's been in a slow decay. So if this is still that same situation that we've been talking about in other readings, but it might be something else. So I don't want to just assume. So let's just take it as what we have on the card right now. We do have a 23, and so 23 might matter, but it does convert to a 5, so a necessary change. And then she connects it to the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Clubs. So fire energy, Leo energy, and a transformation energy of a 7. And standing your ground, but becoming who you are in the good trouble you want to make in the world, right? All your drive, ambitions, well, not just ambition, because obviously Pentacles can be very ambitious. Water can be very ambitious if it's Scorpio, right? Anything can be ambitious, but let's say, what flames do you want to spark in the world? Let's just put it that way, okay? Now, so some flame is sparking out, yeah? And it's been fizzling out for a while. What else? Okay, 2 together. 2 together, not one alone. And they're kind of at cross, not direct. Oh, very interesting. They are calling me out to see how on top of my game I am. Now, the lilies are about full self-awareness. Different aspects of self. Very interesting. And we do have self represented with the 7 of Wands. And the anchor, like just the safe harboring, the being settled, no, here is the place. This is the place to be. This is the good, this is where we need to be. This is where we should be. It's an 8, 35 converting to an 8 of strength, of infinity, of proving yourself to yourself. But we have with it the 9 of Swords. And so that's proving yourself to everybody else in communication, in thinking, in knowledge. I put it as 11th house because I put you as, you are 10th house, but I put you as mutable and I put Aquarius as mutable to match the house energy. So mastermind thinking. So knowing exactly, like all kinds of thinking, intuitive, psychic, logical, reasonable, paradoxical thinking, humorous thinking, nihilistic thinking, multiple disciplines thinking, like geometric, script, but symbolic thinking. Yes. Magic thinking. All of those together. And here we have a 30 and a 3. 3 completions. 3 turns of the wheel, possibly. No, I mean that would actually be 36. Okay, so 3, manifesting. But we have with it the King of Swords. Well, yeah. Absolutely, total mastermind here. Total mastermind. Now. Let's elaborate. Let's elaborate. Aha. Okay. 8 of Wands. Further to the 7 of Wands. Further to that necessary change. So there's going to be a lot of communication, which is good because you're ready for it. You have lots to say. And there's going to be progress. There's going to be rapid progress. You're going to be proving yourself to yourself, and then you're going to be proving yourself to everybody else in your Wands energy, because this situation is dying, and you are getting out of it, getting out of it, getting out of it. Oh, we got a paragraph. Virgo had a paragraph. If you wanna see that, you know what happened to you like a couple months ago when we had all the sideways cards, and even in that extended reading that I did for Capricorn, coping with, and a toxic situation. Well, Virgo just got a whole bunch of sideways cards. They got a whole paragraph. Now yours aren't sideways, but you do have a paragraph. Okay. So now I gotta be like you. It's good to have a Pisces mind and I can think like everybody. Because now I'm gonna think like you think. Okay. Wow. And there you are. Why? Woo. Oh. Oh. Okay. We might only get so far tonight, and the battery is wanting to charge again. Because Virgo took a while. Okay, we have a necessary change. Now this is for me Virgo energy, because I put it as fixed. It would normally be Taurus, but for me Taurus is cardinal. So let's just say we have a necessary change leading towards a gift. A 6 of Pentacles would be a gift, and it would be a free will or soul contract situation. However, we have you in reverse. Now why? Because there's someone right next to you who's also in reverse. Now, are these people both you? And this is where other kinds of readings can be helpful, because they already predetermine who's what in the spread. But that is not how I'm intuitively inclined towards readings. I can do them. I've done them. But it doesn't necessarily always take the conversation where it needs to go in a more of a free flow form, yeah? Swords energy again, Seven of Swords. Somebody knows better, right? This is a transformation card. And somebody just knows the situation better than somebody else knows the situation. And all they can do is take what they can from it and go. So what's this progression? Like, why in this order? And we have this Three of Cups here, Cancerian energy, but obviously possibly a third party, a third, you know, like a situation that's interfering. The decaying situation. Mercy, doing the right thing. Doing the right thing. Is this the past or is this the present? These could be spirit guides, but this could be community. I need Capricorn. Wow, it comes back. You know what's so interesting is because I had, if you go back to the beginning, and I had this set face up in the deck, didn't I? And I was like, well, I don't know if that's what Capricorn wants to see right now. Instincts, and here it is back again. Instincts. Now I know for a lot of you that the relationship that's over needs to stay over. And it's a dangerous one. Echo. They just got me to say echo again. And I was saying that for Libra. How many times? Because there was an ancestor that was... I went and looked up the whole echo thing because they had me saying it during multiple readings for a Libra. And then I was like, wait a minute. And then in my 5-month analysis review... that it ended up being true for. I try not to say things that aren't true because I'm not used to saying things that aren't true. Okay, so we have, I mean, unless I'm trying to actually be smarter than somebody and outwit them, right? But that's not going to serve us here. So 2 endings, absolutely. Fire went out and opportunity went out with this mastermind. Here we go again with your mastermind energy, yeah? And betrayals, like there's just betrayals here. So over with this situation, there's only endings and the decay. We're looking at a decaying situation here, but we're looking at happiness over here. Now what's interesting is, okay, thank you. Pentacles, Wands. Okay, so we're explaining. We are explaining these energies, yes, and there. Now, as for instincts and triggers and happiness, the happy card, a Leo card, a 5th house card, feeling creative energy, anchoring properly, and knowing yourself. The reconciled self. So your divine masculine, your inner divine, like the question is, what do we mean by this Sun card? And we do have this SuperMoon, right? All these messages, these 8 of Wands that are coming, and a Queen of Wands who knows herself. Now, this is, the snake can be a bad thing, but then in the upright, it's actually understanding life. It's very powerful, positive thing. and a transformation here. Two transformations. Now, if we take this as a happiness card, okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to take it as a happiness card. We're going to say to leave the situation and step into celebration. And it might not seem at first like there is happiness possible because of all of this unhappiness. In my reading for Pisces house in my astrology workbook, okay, my predictions for the month for any of us working on the astrology book was that the sun was coming out, but it looked like, how could the situation that was playing out in the cards, how could it equate to the sun being out and happiness coming? And sure enough, there was just this release of all the shit and then stepping into your own stuff, and there's absolute pain that comes with it, but then all of a sudden everything started. Okay, let's finish up here. So yeah, this idea of this transformation, and I'm going to say of self, being sure of yourself and the truth, absolutely getting anchored. I took a break to charge, well, to clear up some room on the camera card. So you might need to clear up some room, you might need to recharge. Because, oh, yeah, okay. Hang on. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Capricorn. Capricorn. What are we doing here with okay, now who's okay, are you both the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands? Page of Wands. The Fool, the prequel Fool. The Fool before he's the Fool at the start of the wheel. Yeah? Aries energy. Self energy again. Self. First house energy. Rising. Okay, more Cancer energy, fourth house energy, Neptune energy in tarot, soul contracts, free will, safe passage card for me. This is my happy card, but obviously we have a SuperMoon situation. A 9, if it's an 18, it converts to a 9, which is proving yourself to everyone. There could be something that's known and not known. There could be part of yourself that you need to know. What is this twin energy? And is it a twin? What's with this Queen of Wands in the upright versus Queen of Wands in the reverse? I should have not have noticed that. Again, a necessary change. Libra Justice. For me, this is Libra Justice. Somebody else would put it as Aquarius. But for me, it's Libra. Necessary change. I mean, here we have the Echo, right? And I've already said that with the Seven of Swords. So much thinking, but this communication, progress. 3 and 5, 3, 2, 5. You say what needs to be said. Conflicting ideas. So the Queen's going to be happy. Five and 5. Who is this Page of Wands? Balance between lunar and solar, the balance between masculine and feminine. This was the other card. I had this card on top for you. When I had the decks facing up at the beginning, we had the Sun, and this is the Abundance card. And here we have the King of Pentacles in the upright, going through a transformation of 7. Oh my God, okay. So the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles are both going through a transformation. Well, there's nothing that can be done right now then except to get through the transformation. Look at the symmetry here of the curving. This sort of flexibility, this swimming, this, well, obviously, you might very well swim that snake. But what is the fish doing when it's curving? Why the curve? That spine that can do that. Spine, yeah. But why not? You know, what is the infinity? Okay. So, you're both going through transformations. And you... then you're twins. You're mirroring. And it's all about self. It's the journey of self. And instincts and triggers. And you guys have triggered each other. In all the ways that you're supposed to. So what's the outcome? What's the outcome for the next couple of weeks? Or what's the focus? They're just transforming. Be mindful about it. Do the work on your... understand that that's what's going on. Like, To what end? Sagittarius, the Eight of Wands, House of Faith, long journeys, a return to the King of Swords that's in these lilies. And I said that they were calling me out with this card to be at my most, at the top of my game, because it's such a complex card. Aspects of self. Look at all the swords energy. The swords energy of having to do what you have to do. The truth. 11th house legacy work here. Saying the right things, doing the right things. I'm not even sure why the camera cut out there. I don't know. I don't think I went to a full 12 minutes with that. Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. It's all about, it's primarily the swords, isn't it? And maybe you're looking at how, you know, there could be another person, like this could be about you and the other person, and then what you're trying to gain from your experiences with this person. What you need to understand about them in order to understand yourself. Because it is a decaying situation. What else can you do except to make sense of things? Don't understand. I mean, we could just take this as the Soulmates card. I'd see it as a promise of happiness, even when it looks like happiness isn't possible. That's what I see. I do see that you're on the verge of happiness. When that hit me, then it's like, it just resonated deep. It's like, yeah, okay. This is happiness. So I think that's the point of this, the next 2 weeks, is reaching this happiness. That's what I think. I think there's just, yeah, there's a lot of analysis, a lot of communication, obviously. Because otherwise we wouldn't have this 5 and this 7 here, right? Or they would be in reverse. Now, in between the 5 and the 7 is the 6, the safe passage. And in lieu of safe passage, as the 6 of Swords, we have the Moon card, which is also a safe passage card. And we have this start, this fresh start of self. Really, really, I mean, you can't ask for more symmetry than that. You can't, you know, like, how could we possibly guarantee that we'd get the King of Swords to affirm the King of Swords, and that we'd get Ace of Pentacles to confirm King of Pentacles, and Ace of Wands to confirm Queen of Wands, and then the Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles out to confirm each other. So this is all extreme, and the Soulmates card. So there's clarity about who you are to yourself, or who you are to the other, and who they are to you. We have that 5 of Pentacles leading to the 6 of Pentacles of free will or soul contract. Definitely have a soul contract here with somebody, with yourself at least. No, what am I saying? What does that mean? It doesn't have to, that doesn't have to be a soul contract. It can be a soulmate card, but let's just take it as a happiness card. But this safe passage, things are known and unknown. But let's say the duration of the supermoon is going to be this transformation. Let's just say that. And after the supermoon comes the happiness. You're anchored. You're knowing yourself, you're doing the work. You'll come to rest on the truth. Holding that Ace of Swords. Go from 5 swords to 3 swords to 1 sword. 5 of change, 3 of manifestation, 1 of beginning. Something like that. I don't know, I'm talking out my ass, but okay. 5, 3, 1. 1, 3, 5. Okay. All right, Capricorn. It's clear. It's just complex. And of course it is. Of course it is. And we'll be back in 2 weeks to get, probably, hopefully, just absolute release. That's what I'm praying for you. Absolute release. And feeling this happiness. It can come. It just hit me. it just hit me when I was like, how can this be coming? How can they tell me that happiness is right around the corner? And boom. All of a sudden my life was shipshape. Thanks to 12th house, understanding 12th house in Pisces. Okay. All right, Capricorn. Much love. Much, much love. Thank you for the gift of this reading. Thank you for being this complex. This careful with this situation, that it needs to be read this carefully. Yeah, thank you very much. See you in 2 weeks.